Hello and welcome to Tokyo 2020 Rewind. My name is Wale. So nice to be with you again today. Sorry about the delay coming onto you late. I wish I'd been here by 9. But well, today's edition is going to be a bit of a solo groove. Hopefully, we will be getting what we are doing is actually throwing the floor open for people to join us. So at intervals, people will be joining us to discuss and talk about the Olympics as it affects them or affects whatever country they've been supporting so far. So we are starting today. Obviously, you know what the issue that's been confronting the Nigerian team, especially because we always like to talk about the Nigerian team when we come on the show. There's been so much going on in the Nigerian team contingent camp. So much seems to be, I mean, the team seems to be in a disarray at the moment. Um, we saw the basketball team obviously lost the female basketball team. The Tigers are going to be playing tomorrow, in the early hours, wee hours of tomorrow. And obviously, the athletics competition is going to be starting again tomorrow. So we're looking forward to seeing the remnants of the Nigerian athletic team to the Olympic Tokyo 2020. As you might have known by now, 10 out of the 23 um, athletes that are being put forward by Nigeria have been banned, because they did not conduct anti-doping measures before entering them into the competition. That's the Olympic 2020 being held in Tokyo. Not not the fault of the athletes themselves, but the organization, obviously sports ministry and the NOC, the people that put their names forward, they should have known that this testing should have been done uh, within the last 10 months prior to a game or competition of this magnitude, the Olympic Games. So it's been a tough day, tough last 2 days in the contingent Nigerian athletes camp for the past 2 days, and we've seen the social media all awash with sacked whoever is responsible for this. Some are saying it's the sports minister, who is his name's Sunday Diary, who is the sports minister, Nigerian sports minister. Some are saying they should just sack the Athletic Federation of Nigeria. But then you think about it, they've got two factions at the moment. Some people say no, there's only one faction of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, one recognized by the sports minister, and the other also recognized by who knows. So there's so much infighting, and we're beginning to think, what's the way forward for Nigerian sports? So far, no medal has been claimed by the Nigerian team. Tunisia is on the medal table. Egypt is on the medal table. South Africa is on the medal table. Cote d'Ivoire is on the medal table. Nigeria still nowhere to be found. Uh, Table tennis has been disastrous. Uh, um, Taekwondo, well, swimming. We've got a girl that we are looking forward to bring Nigeria to the map, to the world map of swimming, probably in the next 4 years in Paris 2024. Basketball, we all had our hopes with regards to basketball. The Tigers, we all thought they will be doing something good. They will be on the medal podium, but it's been defeat after defeat for them. So they've got one more game to play against the Italians, a game that is obviously going to be as tough as nails. And the ladies, just like I said, the Tigers are going to be playing tomorrow against France. So hopefully, we should have something to smile about. But so far, it's been all gloom and doom in the Nigerian camp. Same would not be said about the Tunisians who are doing really well in this competition. In swimming, they're doing well. In taekwondo, they won a silver medal, and obviously the Egyptians are beginning to come, and obviously also the Republic of South Africa. In they've got two silvers at the moment. Cote d'Ivoire obviously also have, like I said, on the medal table. So the story is, we begin to think, where is the medal going to come from Nigeria, for Nigeria? We obviously place so much up on basketball and athletics, but are they all going pear-shaped at the moment? But then we still have the likes of Blessing Okagare, who's there in the sprints and the 200 meters. Uh, Thankfully, we still have Divine Duduru, who also is the male sprinter. Hopefully, will be doing the 200 meters for us. And we obviously still have the long jump hope. Someone who's among the leading long jumpers in the world at the moment, talking about Asa Brume. Hopefully, they will be geared up. What has happened with regards to their colleagues being banned from the Olympics would not really deter them. Probably that will spur them to wanting to do what they can for themselves and, of course, for their country, Nigeria. So tomorrow, like I mentioned, the girls, the Tigers, are going to be playing um, against France. But at the Olympic Stadium track tomorrow, also, we will have Nigeria 4x400 relay mixed. So it's going to be round one of the 4x400 meters relay tomorrow, and obviously they're going to be racing against the likes of Belgium, the United States, that's Team USA, Germany, Ireland, Spain, and Dominican Republic. So those are the teams, those are the people, those are the countries that Nigeria will be racing against tomorrow. So far, out of all these teams, we have the Team USA has got a national record of 3.09.34. So they've just run um, over 3 minutes with regards to the 4x400 meters. That's the national record. But the world leading time this year, interestingly, season best this year, interestingly, actually belongs to the Nigerian team. Are they going to fare against when the proper competition starts? It's something to behold. Hopefully, like I said, what's been happening with regards to their colleagues being banned from participating, further participation at the Olympics is it would not affect them. But it's sad. It's sad what is happening in Nigeria. So we would, like I said, we are going to open the studio to different people coming in today. So people will be coming in and out, and we'll be chatting about what is going on with regards to not just Nigeria, but also other African countries in the world of Olympics. Also tomorrow in rowing, we've got our girl, Esther Toko. She is going to be at the Sea Forest Waterway, and she's going to be on the starting list when she'll be taking on Morocco and the likes in the um, rowing final E. So she qualified for the final E, okay, which is going to hold tomorrow. So we wish her also all the best. We're talking about Esther Toko. Esther Toko is the other person that we is coming that obviously has been doing her best, but might not be enough. But she's doing her best. The first time she's coming to an Olympics, and she's one of those that actually win the hearts of Nigerians at this Olympics. So those two people, the Nigerian team, basketball team, the Nigerian athletics relay team, and obviously Esther Toko are going to be joining us. So, like I said, today we've got different people coming in and out. So we've got someone. I think we've got someone joining us all the way from Nigeria, if I am right. Is that Dr. Ayo? Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for joining us. Um, we just wanted to know your take on the Olympics so far, and especially what is happening to the Nigerian contingent, the athletes and the athletic team. Yesterday, we got a story coming out from the athletics integrity unit that 10 Nigerian athletes will not be competing at this year's Olympic Games. What's your take on that? And how are Nigerians receiving this or reacting to it?
Um, Actually, the news came to us as a shock because nobody really expect that kind of a news. And
Mm.
we were really surprised and disappointed, especially the athlete that are concerned are really down. So it's something because this Olympic we have been looking of that maybe athletics will give us uh, medals, but with the news we were taken aback by the news. So,
Mm.
but looking at the scenario, I think it's just the whole thing came out of the infighting in between the athletic body. We have two body fighting for the same for the same office. So I think and when you have that kind of like when people say that when two elephants fight, the grass
Mm.
will suffer.
Suffer.
So I
Yeah.
think yeah. So I think this is the kind of thing you will expect that when there's infighting in the association like that, some minute detail will be left out, and that's what actually happened. That was actually happened. So it's very quite
Mm.
unfortunate, but quite unfortunate.
So, what do you think will be going through the minds of the remaining athletes that will start their competition tomorrow? Do you think they will be so much concentrated on the events?
Uh,
Do you think what is happening is going to
the,
affect them and their
the
performance?
and although the competing for Nigeria for some time, and they are used to that kind of disappointment with the Nigeria official. So I think it will really affect the the experienced athlete because those one that actually affected with this problem, they are young athletes that are just coming in. In fact, most of them are competing in the senior they are competing Olympic for the first time. So,
Mm.
but we have to take it from there. There's nothing anybody can do. I think it just and the big thing is I think there's a communication gap because the even the home-based athlete, all of them were clear. So it shows that the doping atom is working. Only that the collegiate athlete, which are uh, uh, they were actually the one that have involved in this problem because the communication gap I'm talking about, the the doping official here, I think they don't take cognizance of the foreign athlete, especially the collegiate athlete, because some of them are young athletes that are just coming into the senior level.
Mm.
So, like I said, it all came from the infighting we have in the athletic body. So it's very unfortunate, anyway. So I think
So,
everybody will learn from that.
hopefully we will learn from. Hopefully, they will all learn from it. Can I ask you? It's been a disappointing time for Nigeria at the Olympics so far. Are you optimistic that Nigeria would this time at some point before the games end win some medals at all?
And I'm still optimistic because in the long jump we still have we still have chance of picking a medal, because when you look at the lady we have there,
It's a Brume.
is in the last World Championship. Yes, in last World Championship, she picked a bronze. So and now this year is number 1. So we have a good chance of picking a medal there. Then the other in the other event is 50-50. That's in the 100 hurdles. Toby is number 4 in the world for this year. So it's 50-50. Anything can still happen. Blessing is still firing. So he's still there. He's top there, and he has a good year this year. So anything can still happen from that. But my whole hope is on the long jump. Long jump should be able to give us a medal.
So, and where do we go from here now with regards to the issues? Hello, can you hear me, Dr. Ayo? Can you hear me? I think we probably lost communication. Hello, Dr.
Yes,
Ayo,
I can hear you.
Me? Yeah. So I was just asking, where do we go from here with regards to the infighting at the AFN, that's the Athletic Federation of Nigeria? What do you think is the solution to this problem? Now we've got a body that's led by Okowa, and obviously the Gusau-led group are still holding on to whatever they're holding on to. How do you think this problem can be solved? Yeah, I think we probably lost contact with Ayo there. So that was Ayo just talking to us from Nigeria. We've been talking about the hopes for the athletes from the athletic team that Nigeria is going to be putting forth starting tomorrow. But he's very hopeful that Nigeria will still spring surprises, especially with long jump. We've said this so many times here that the long jump, Ese Brume was the world leader in young long jump this season. And obviously, Toby Amushan, who is a top 4, top 5 in the world, the hurdles this season. And Blessing Okagbare there's always a force to be reckoned with when it comes to sprints for the women. And then don't obviously write off the Divine Oduduru, who also has been doing his best with regards to the men's sprints. So he's told us that he's very optimistic. That's Dr. Ayo saying he's very optimistic that these guys can sprint surprises, especially in the long jump, where Ese Brume could be medal hopeful. But we've always had these promissory notes being given on this program, and obviously so many programs following the Nigerian contingent at the Olympic Games, only to be dashed. But we will see how it goes. So, Dr. Ayo, sorry, we lost contact with you. Can you hear me now? Hello, Dr. Ayo. Dr. Ayo, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello, Dr. Ayo, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? We'll try and reconnect to him. And he's also obviously said what we've been saying so far with regards to the athletic team in Nigerian athletics team. The issue of having a dual body that that's filled with infighting. We've got it should have been just one body overseeing athletics in Nigeria, but at the moment we've got two groups laying claims to being the rightful representatives of Nigeria Athletics Governing Board. So that has led to all these problems that we are facing at the moment. And to make matters worse, the sports ministry, who are also should be taking care or overseeing athletics and every other sport in Nigeria, also taking sides. So Dr. Ayos alluded to that due to the infighting, there are problems. So that's just what we've been talking about today. So that's the feel from what has been happening in Nigeria. People are obviously very sad, very disappointed, very embarrassed about what's been happening, and we've got the feel from Nigeria, from Dr. Ayo there, who is over there. So these are the athletes that we are going to be looking that actually fell by the wayside. That's the 10 athletes that we think that the names have been included in that list. So we've got the African record holder, that's a triple jump, Ruth Osoro, who will not be who was originally on the list. So we've got them now as alternate athletes. So we're looking at the status of these 6 athletes that are now out of the Olympics. So we've got Chioma Onyekwere, who is also the African record holder, women discus. That's an African champion, African record holder. We've got Rosemary Chukuma, who is a youth Olympic champion. She's come to these Olympics with much hope. She's a youth Olympics champion, but due to some infighting, that's not going to happen. I think we got another person on the show. Can you hear me? Today, can you hear me today? I think today. Hi, Tunde. Hi, thanks for joining us on the show. How are you today?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hope you can hear me too.
Yes, I can. How are you today, Tunde?
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
I am doing well, and how are you today?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I think my voice is probably traveling at a slow rate to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, Tune, thanks for joining us. How are you today?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think my voice is traveling slowly from here to all the way to
Nigeria. Very well, doing fine.
Okay. So today, straight to the issue. Today, how are Nigerians? Today is a sports journalist and writes for one of the topmost Nigeria news websites, Premium Times. Today, what's the feel like in Nigeria after they had this story about 10 Nigerian athletes that were banned from participating at the Olympics?
Well, as you can rightly guess, it's a feeling of disappointment. People are livid for how the careers of young athletes that were supposed to make their debut in the Olympics, how it's been toyed with. If you look at these athletes, they worked hard to get to where they are. Qualifying for the Olympics is not by chance. It's something that you have to be deliberate about putting so much effort to qualify, and these young stars have done qualifying for their various events. So it was quite sad. People are really sad, but the feeling back home is that we've lost 10 athletes. Let's not distract the remaining 12 that are cleared. After the Olympics, then we'll start making all the noise that needs to be made. But sincerely, Nigerians are very hungry, and I think for once, decisive action should be taken. Culpable officials should be dealt with. This should not be one of those incidents that happened and it's just a business as usual. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, because the careers of athletes are being toyed with. And like I said, who knows if these guys will be able to qualify for the next Olympics? So you just denied people a lifetime opportunity of being an Olympian, which forever they may never be able to forgive those that have put them in this bad shape.
Now, today you did say that we need to be decisive in dealing with whoever it's caused all this nastiness, I call it, this major embarrassment to Nigerian sports, and obviously to the Nigerian nation, as it were. Um, who are these people? I know we've said, so many people have said that this is as a result of the infighting between the AFN. AFN has got two factions, but at the end of the day, the AFN, the minister, the sports minister, recognizes a faction of the AFN, and obviously this whoever's written this team list will have passed through the sports ministry to the NOC, to the IOC, and what have you. So, who should we hold responsible for this mess? I think we probably lost Tunde there. So that's Tunde Eludini. He's a sports journalist in Nigeria, and joining us on the program today, obviously to talk about, um, for lack of words, I'll say probably the destruction of the career of some of these wonderful Nigerian athletes that decided to, carry the flags, to carry the flag of their fatherland. I mean, these boys and girls will have decided to, naturalize as Americans, or probably for another country. And this is not the first time will have been done. We've seen Nigerians that actually decided, what, I've had enough of whatever they are encountering with Nigerian sports, and decided to run for the countries. We've seen the likes of Francis Bukolu that decided to run for Portugal. We've seen some that decided I want to run for countries in the Arabian Peninsula and what have you. And so it's kind of my question to Tunde. I hope we reestablish contact. Is who should we be holding responsible for getting this the country into this mess, for destroying, so to say, the careers, or on the path to destroying the careers of these wonderful people, young men and women that have sacrificed their time, their energy, sacrifice everything to be at the Tokyo Olympics, only to be told a couple of days to when they should be competing in their races, and be told that, although no, you're not competing. It is sad. We're going to be going on a quick break while we try and establish contact with Tunde, and when we come back, hopefully Tunde will be with us, and we will discuss this pressing issue. Stay there. We'll be back soon. Welcome back from that quick break. My name is Wale, and we're still talking about the Olympics. This is Tokyo 2020 Rewind. We're focusing really on the major disappointment, major embarrassment, obviously, that some sports officials in Nigerian sports have put Nigeria in at the moment. Tunde did mention something very valid there, that we know what has happened, but let us try and focus on the remaining 13 men and women that are going to be carrying the flag of Nigeria at the Olympics. That those are the athletes, and when that all is done, and everyone is back home, then the fight will now continue. So I'm really very interested to know what those decisive action will be taken against these people that put Nigeria in this mess, and who those people are really, because I think it's probably time to be calling our names. For people to put that a country of that magnitude in this embarrassing situation is it's not something that should be swept under the carpet. People need names need to be called out. People need to be dealt with. If they need to be sacked, they need to be, because this is a major disgrace on the world stage and the Olympic stage. Imagine the news when you watch all the major news outlets um, of what happened yesterday, especially after the Athletics Integrity Unit sent out that press conference. And obviously, a part of the press conference, this clearly stated that Nigeria had the largest number of people banned, which was pure disgraceful, I may say. And it's I can just imagine the amount of negativity that will have brought to the country, amount of negativity that will have spread yesterday within the camp, within the athletes camp yesterday, the amount of negativity that people back home in Nigeria, obviously Nigerian diaspora, now obviously Africans that look up to Nigeria as the so-called giant of Africa will have felt yesterday. So people need to be called out. People need to be pulled, and like Tunde mentioned, if they have to be dealt with decisively, we need to do that. If it's a fault of the minister, he needs to take a fall for it. I mean, the captain, if things are going wrong on his ship, will go down with the ship. I don't know. Like we always say, this is Nigeria, this is Africa. People rarely do that in insane areas. By now, some people will have resigned and obviously apologize for the mess they put the country in. But we will wait and see and keep you informed with what is going on with regards to that issue. And just like Tunde mentioned, and obviously Dr. Aya mentioned previously when on the show, we still have 13 more people we can call up on, and they are actually elite, Nigerian elite athletes. Not to disparage those that's been banned, because the elite athletes were also at one time newbies to the Olympics. So majority of the people that have been banned are actually newbies to the Olympics, but they were there in their own right. They qualified for whatever events they went for. Some of them are African record holders. You know, they're like number one in Africa. Okay. So you're number one representing a continent. So you're not just representing Nigeria, you're representing a continent. And to be shoved away just like that, like a piece of rubbish, is quite telling. It's quite disgraceful. And hopefully the Nigerian authorities will look into this and will follow through and will do everything within their power to sort out the mess and in the AFN. Whilst we were today, whilst also researching, I actually also found that tomorrow, when the Nigerian athletes take the center stage, there will be an issue of what kit, what uniform, what kit they will be wearing. There's this deal that the AFN, one faction of the AFN, signed with Puma, That is a deal worth $2.7 million, 5-year deal with Puma, which obviously is been signed, sealed, and Puma is actually looking forward to what's going to happen tomorrow. But the minister and some people in the sports ministry have said Nigerian contingent to the Olympics will be wearing the uniform, the actual uniform. That's Afro Sports, the kitted Team Nigeria. That's the every Nigerian team at the Olympics this summer. So that's another probably another embarrassing situation that is brewing. Puma, that I know, obviously world renowned, will be patiently waiting to see what kind of kids these Nigerian athletes we are going to be done in tomorrow. So is Puma going to allow Alpha Sports to be used tomorrow? Is Puma going to take it further? Is Nigeria going to end up paying back? Because they've broken a contract with Puma, and we're talking about $2.7 million here. So what's really gonna happen tomorrow? So this is something I'm actually also patiently looking forward to. So there's so much. It's like a pack of cards, a house built on straw, and the wind is blowing, and it is really blowing the Nigerian Athletics Federation of Nigeria. We'll try as much as possible today to get in touch with different factions to bring them in to, say their piece. But one of the people we invited today, obviously, did not turn up. He's from another faction, one of the factions of the AFN. We contacted him to come in and obviously talk about what is happening, so that we don't just make assumptions. Okay, because as far as I'm concerned, everything we're talking about now, especially with regards to the Puma deal, although it's out there for us to see, a deal was signed by Puma and with the Nigerian Athletics Federation. But the minister have now come up to veto it and say, no, we're going to go with another kit sponsor. So it'll be fun. Honestly, this Olympics is not just an Olympics where you see people jumping, playing, swimming, riding, boxing, whatever. It is full of drama, especially when you come from the part of the world where we're talking about. That's Nigeria. It's going to be also very filled with drama if Nigeria ends up not winning any medal at all. And we're hoping this is not going to be so. We're hoping we're very optimistic that the Nigerian team, the remainder of the Nigerian team, go out there and do us proud. And we had someone here yesterday, Dr. Emmanuel Mogaji, who is a very optimistic fellow, and he did say, as far as he's concerned, he knows that Nigeria would be on that medal table. So how many medals? Who knows? I mean, who knows? The athletes might be so geared up. I want to prove a point against the administrators and officials, and just go out there and win all the medals available for in the athletics event. Who knows? But we can only wish and we can only watch. So today we open the floor to people, especially people in Nigeria, to obviously talk about what's been going on. In fact, Dr. Ayo, who is a physiotherapist, who's also been involved with Nigerian athletes, especially with regards to athletes at the Nigerian Sports Festival. Some of these athletes have been banned, he knows. So unfortunately, we were not able to continue the conversation with him, obviously due to poor connection. And also we had Tunde Eludini, who is a sports journalist in Nigeria with Premium Times, who also just come up to tell us about the mood in Nigeria with regards to this ban. Tunde has also recommended that there should be stiff punishment for whoever is found to have put Nigeria in this embarrassing situation. But he's also very optimistic, and that's something about Nigerians. We Nigerians tend to be very optimistic. You know, no matter how there, no matter how impossible the situation will be, there's always a way to find a possibility in every impossible situation. That's never say die Nigerian spirit. That's why if you're very conversant with the Nigerian basketball team, there's this saying, they always also wear it with pride when they wear their warm-up kits. He says, "Nigeria no dey carry last." So hopefully that's translating. Nigeria will not come last. So translating, yeah, we will not come last. So hopefully Nigeria will not be last on the tables with no medals at all. The Nigerian spirit will probably come out and prevail before the end of Tokyo 2020. Tomorrow will be, hopefully we'll have people joining us. The athletics events will be up and running fully. So we should have people joining us in the studio. We'll be talking solely athletics tomorrow. And we'll be having some colleagues all the way from East Africa that will be joining us. We should also have people from Nigeria also joining us, well, because we need to look and also talk to somebody and in depth about what is going on. So that's our show for today, and I'm sorry we've not been able to bring you those people we promised to bring you. Obviously, due to the poor connection between here, London, where we are broadcasting from, where we're talking to you from, and Nigeria, especially Lagos and Abuja, where we had those two that joined us early in the program. Hopefully, things work well tomorrow. The internet will not play up. We'll be able to speak to everyone that we've invited to the show. So if you're watching this show and you like what we're doing, please don't forget to leave a comment. If you don't like what we're doing, also don't forget to leave a comment. Just let us know where we can improve. Okay. And if you want to join us, feel free, all right, to join us on the show. We also like to have your comments. I also want to hear you talk about what's been going on so far at the Olympics. Have you been enjoying the Olympics? Do you think it's good this Olympics went on? Do you think it should have been suspended? Do you think people should? Do you think Japanese people actually writing saying, "Don't come to Japan, sit at home and watch Olympics"? Whatever. So just let us know in the comments. Okay. So that's me done for today. Hopefully tomorrow we would be here to talk more about the Olympics on Tokyo 2020 Rewind. Special thanks to Tunde that's joined us from Nigeria, and also Aya that's joined us from Nigeria, although we weren't able to talk to them much. And also thanks to you for watching this program today. Hopefully, whatever country you follow, they do well in the Olympics this year. And also special thanks to my colleague and friend, and who is a producer of the show, Ayomi Mogweja, who's done everything possible that we're able to talk to people today. But when it comes to the internet, there's little you can do to solve the problem. So well done, Yomi. Thanks for doing all you can. So that's me for today. Have a good night. Tomorrow I will be here, where I also will be joined by one or two people. I will be able to talk more about Tokyo 2020 Rewind. So have a good night. See you tomorrow.